Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Megan and I'm here with Morgan. Hey Morgan.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Sweating here. Still hot.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, I'm recovering from a cold from hell or the flu or something. So, listeners, if I sound like a 13-year-old boy going through puberty every once in a while, it's fine. It's fine. I never lost my voice, so we're good.
You said you feel better than you sound, right?
I do. I feel
Okay.
a lot better than I sound. So
Okay.
I still sound real rough, but I'm like, no, I've got energy and my mind is clear for the first time in like a week, which is great. So
Good.
yeah, we're
Yay.
good. We're good.
Yay.
Yeah. So today's topic is kind of living seasonally, working with seasonal magic, because we're recording this in August, but it's going to come out in like end of August, early September, kind of that transitional period. And I don't know, I kind of feel like, these times between the big Sabbats, between like the big holidays and whatnot, we can kind of lose that sense of seasonality. So this felt like just kind of a fun topic to discuss.
Yay. I love it.
Yeah, me too. So I don't know about you guys, but here in Texas, at least North Texas, the kids have gone back to school already. So have they as well in Arizona?
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of them are technically year-round schools, so
Okay.
they went back in July.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. They were talking about doing that down here when I was in school, and we're like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. So yeah. So it's like we've got like the back to school thing, and it's like a friend of mine who lives in Colorado where it actually does get cold and stuff. She posted, I guess she was at like a doctor's appointment or something, and they had like all their fall decor up. And she's like, guys, we still have like a month of summer. And it's like this weird dichotomy or like cognitive dissonance between like the kids are back to school, so that happens in the fall. September is fall, but the weather is still hot. It's 97 here today, so I don't even know what it is there for you today.
It's
Probably.
supposedly 97, but they told us that yesterday and we planned an outdoor adventure and I got
Mm.
sunburned and had to
Oh
take a
no.
shower when I got home because I was just head to toe covered in sweat. So it was really
Oh no.
105 outside, and they told us it was only going to be 97.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So it's kind of
yeah.
like, is it fall? Is it
Yeah.
summer? Yeah, I know.
No, and there's something weird going on because even when you had texted me this morning about, hey, what if we did like a seasonal magic type thing? I had just gotten out of the shower where I was
Mhm.
attempting to brainstorm what I was going to do for my own podcast this week. And I was like, oh, I could do like some kind of like witchy practices for the dark season. And then I was like, it's middle of August, Morgan. What are you doing? And even with it being 105 outside, I'm like, okay, there's something going on. Maybe it's just all of our inner witches are like, fall now. We need fall now.
Honestly. I don't know,
Yeah.
because I'm doing the same thing myself. I'm like, oh, September, like, let's get out the cable knits and let's start practicing the dark stuff. Like, what am I smoking? It's so hot in
Yeah.
September still. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm wondering too, like those of you who are listening, are you feeling the same thing? Are you like ready for autumn and the dark part of the year and all of that work? Like, let us know. I really want to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Oh, and my daughter even, she's in Germany, which she said it's still hot there in
Hmm.
Germany, but she's been hitting up like the IKEAs and it's fun. It's not a TJ Maxx over there, it's a TK Maxx.
Okay, all
I
right.
don't know. But yeah, she's been stocking up on like fall decor and everything, but right now it's still just in bags. And I'm like, "Are you
Yeah.
going to decorate?" And she's like, "Once I get it all complete." And I'm like, "Oh, all right."
Okay.
But yeah, she's even been buying stuff over there.
That's so funny.
No, man.
I
Yeah.
don't either. I don't either. Well, what I do love about this time though is that like we're past that first harvest festival,
Yeah.
right? And so we're like in like the yummy like I don't know, like the dark rich green salads with like sunflower seeds and like cut up apples, and I always go to food first when I think about seasons. So,
I go pumpkin spice. We're not quite there yet, but
not quite.
I feel like I can hear the pumpkin spice call off in the distance.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think Starbucks is releasing it before the end of August.
Oh.
So they usually do that, or they have been the past couple of years.
Okay. And look, pumpkin spice, it is basic. I get it. It is. It is basic bitch or basic witch. I don't know. But I love my pumpkin spice, and it is very magical. I do want to point that out to people.
Yes.
Pumpkin spice is generally, was it like cinnamon, nutmeg, and either clove or allspice. Okay.
Yep.
All of those are for prosperity. They are all for protection. They are all for adding a little spice to your life. So
Yes.
when I have fully embraced pumpkin spice and run with it, and I am not ashamed of it because it is 100% magical.
It is. It is. Well, and what I love too is like at this time, like you get the pumpkin spice, but you usually get like some sort of like apple spice, something or other as well. And then again, apple is protective, and I love that, if you cut it a certain way, right? It has like the 5-pointed star inside. It's got a pentagram inside. It's a symbol of the goddess and Avalon, and it comes with like cinnamon and clove and all these wonderful herbs and spices. So yeah, so if you're not a pumpkin spice girly, it's okay. We'll still love you and enjoy your apple spice something or other. So
I just
it's good stuff.
went to lunch yesterday, in fact, and we went to a breakfast lunch cafe type thing, but they were like, oh, well, right now our special are apple cinnamon Dutch babies. And I'm like, oh, I've never had a Dutch baby, number one. Number two, you said the magic words. You said apple cinnamon. So I've even already started in that because it just felt right. It does not feel like August, even though we don't even have a fall here in Tucson. So it has nothing to do with the weather. It is a vibe right now that
it is.
Maybe we just all want to get like I said, all of us witches are like, we need to get into the fall. We need the spooky season.
We do. We do. Well, we've joked about it for years that it's like, okay, so, it's summertime until like July 5th and then it's spooky season. And maybe we're just like manifesting it. Finally, it's all coming about.
Yeah. I just wish the weather would cooperate with us and start to get a little bit, cooler and stuff.
Oh, me too.
So, yeah.
But you know what? We have not been crazy hot this year, which is really strange. Texas has been pretty mild, and I'm very grateful for it. And I think for me, at least, and folks in this part of the world, like that's part of it. It hasn't really felt like a super hot summer.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Do you think it has something to do too with, because I don't know why. Well, no, I guess I do know why. I view the summer as very divine masculine. Mm-hmm. Just because the sun is at its full peak for the summer. And so for me, there is a lot of divine masculine energy. We also happen to be organizing during the summer for our busy season, which is the spooky season, the darker season. Yeah. So we are putting a lot of structures into place during the summer, which I know is a time for a lot of people relax, but I guess it depends on if you have summers off or if you have school-age children. Right. But for me, that I don't have summers off or school-age children, the summer has been a very big planning period for us. So I fully am during the summer, I'm in that divine masculine structure, organization, all of that. And I think, like, if I were to dive down inside, I feel like that's what it is for me, is I'm ready. For me, the dark season screams divine feminine.
Yeah, it does to me too.
It's nurturing, it's comfy, it's cozy, it's, even the crone energy, like diving into yourself, getting to know yourself. And so I'm ready for that. I'm almost ready to be done with the divine masculine, like organize, push, move forward. And I'm ready to sit back. Even though it's our busy season, it's still, I'm able to sit back more in myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know if maybe you feel the same way, or maybe if it is like a divine masculine, divine feminine energy thing.
That's a really good point. Because, yeah, for me, the summertime is very divine masculine. It is also, I don't know, it's also slower for me. It's strange. There's like this structure, but then it's like this building point because I
Yes.
know, yeah, I know that like the fall and the winter, it's going to be busy. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, there's something just so rich. It's almost like rich and diverse about autumn for me. A lot of times I feel like summer is just like hot. It's just
Yes.
hot and there's not
Yeah.
much you can do and like you can't wear a whole lot of clothes because you'll suffocate, all these things. And then fall comes about and it's like I feel like I can dress a little more like Stevie Nicks, and that sort of thing, like with layers, and I don't get irritated by a bunch of jewelry on and stuff like that. And I also feel like I don't know, there's like this life that comes back as well. I always joke that like at least in Texas, we get like a second spring, like at the end of summer, everything is like, oh my gosh, I can bloom again because there's been rain and not crazy temperatures and all these things. And it's like the world kind of comes back to life for like a brief moment before we start getting cooler. And yeah, it just there's this flow that happens. Like it's busy, but it just flows in autumn.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So
Yeah.
they're okay, good. So it's not just me. I mean, I'm sure that if you take a step back and look at like the wheel of the year or whatever, I'm sure that that's the same or it's the same for a lot of people as far as, divine masculine energy being more in the warmer months and then divine
Yeah.
feminine energy in the cooler months.
Yeah,
So,
I've
but yeah,
seen
the
it broken
flow.
down somewhere, but I can't remember
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So yeah, there's just like there's also like this sweetness too, right? We're in the dog days of summer, so that aligns with Sirius, the dog star, which was aligned with the sun at 8/8 in the Lionsgate portal, and this is that late summertime where it's like there's like this sweetness, and it's like I always think of, like I said, like apples, but like peaches, and it's like the bees are doing their last, round of everything before it starts getting too cold to make their honey. There's wildflowers out. You might have those summer thunderstorms, and it's just like there's a really cool quality of like transitioning between summer and fall that happens in September that I think is really special. And I think being able to, tap into that and gather, things from outdoors and, kind of create a really cool kind of mid-season altar for yourself is a fun way to tap into all that.
Yeah, I agree. And we're in that in between state too with food. Like I think you had mentioned earlier. I'm still really heavily fruit based right now just
Yep.
because all of the fruits are in season and they're all
Yeah.
sweet and they're all delicious right now.
Mhm.
And I know that another month or so they're going to start to get a little sour.
I
The strawberries won't
know.
be as good or the
I
watermelon
know.
won't be as sweet. So a lot of, I mean, I tend to eat a lot lighter during the
Oh yeah.
summer. And so, but now, again, like with a Dutch baby, which is like a thick ass pancake thingy.
Yeah.
So it's like that comfort of the fall,
Right.
but then they threw some apples and cinnamon on top.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, well, I'm even eating almost in like a weird in between
Yeah.
way as well. Because there are
Yeah.
some days where I'm like, no, I just want salads and fruit and let me make sure I hydrate so much, and then the very next day I'll be like, can I get some coffee and some biscuits and gravy and
Right.
comfort
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've been like really into teas the past couple of weeks.
Yep.
And it's like beyond the illness. Um, but yeah, it's like a blackberry cobbler. Always just screams like late summer. But it's got like that
Yes.
bready quality to it too. Mm,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. It's not just you.
Okay.
Yeah. I love
But
that.
also getting into, I guess, magically speaking,
Mm-hmm.
we're in, I mean, if we're in a liminal state anyway, if this would be considered a liminal state, in between the changing of the seasons, I mean, good gracious, you can do spirit contact,
Mm-hmm.
meditation. You'll probably go a little bit deeper this time of year.
Yeah.
Um, I love doing a good cleansing but protecting. So like
Mm-hmm.
like I here soon, which actually we've done it a lot lately,
Yeah.
cleansing the office of just funky shit energy. But like it's like we keep cleansing, keep opening stuff up. And eventually I'll get to a point where we're cleanse, but I did also redo our wards
Mm-hmm.
recently, like went around to all the, well, not the windows, because this office is nothing
All
but windows.
windows.
Um, but that I take care of as far as like a big crystal grid around the
Mm-hmm.
office, but I do the same at my house. But like all the doorways I'll anoint, stuff like that. So I feel like I tend to do it in the spring, and then I
Yeah.
tend to do it again this time of year. It's like a cleanse, but
Mm-hmm.
also protect and put up wards for the darker season.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel that. I also like I'm feeling very drawn to like threshold and crossroads magic right now. I think because this is that kind of liminal space. And I just realized I found the coolest thing online. I don't know if you've seen these, but they are pens that you fill with water and you can use them for like watercolors. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them anywhere. Somebody actually put Florida water in one, and they're like, this is perfect for like anointing mirrors and protecting doorways and all that. So I thought I'd pass that along because I thought that is so freaking cool. It's portable, so you can just like pop it in your bag, but you could fill it with any sort of liquid for any purpose.
And you can write with it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love this because that
I
is
know.
basically for especially beginner witches out
Hmm.
there. If you ever hear anything about like invisibility spells or anything like, and you're like, oh yeah, those aren't real. They're 100% real,
Yeah.
and you just do them
Yeah.
by writing spells in things that then evaporate.
Yep.
The spell's still there, the ward is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So,
could, yeah, I mean, you could fill it with just moon water, right? Or charged water that you have charged with your intention and just use that.
I could see me like actually writing
Yeah.
with on like the door frames, like writing out spells on the
Yeah.
door frames, or just like a protective statement or something or
Hmm.
whatever, but like on the all the door frames, and then it's going to evaporate, but it's almost like the energy stays there,
Oh, it
the
does.
intention stays there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So there
love
you go.
that.
I know. I was like, ooh, that's a really good idea. And I got to pass this along.
I love that.
So, yeah, I know. It's very cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, so protective, cleansing, threshold, kind of crossroads magic, all of that. It's also a good time. Like, we talk about spring cleaning, but there's something to like pre fall cleaning where it's like you just kind of go through and just clear things out, organize your stuff. It's like what spices do you need to update from the grocery store? Um, you know, because it's like you're gonna want all that apple spice and pumpkin spice and whatnot pretty soon. You're gonna want
Yeah.
it.
And that's a good time for cauldron simmers too. I feel like
Oh
cauldron
yeah.
simmers are a very good in between or
Mm-hmm.
transition
Mm-hmm.
thing, because you can tailor the cauldron simmer for whatever. So you can make them seasonally too. So
Oh
like
yeah.
during the summer, you can use a bunch of bright citrusy herbs, but then like this transitional period, throwing in some cinnamon sticks, some apple slices, some orange slices,
Yeah.
but then like rosemary for cleansing and protection,
Right.
and simmering that in, a pot on your stove full of water. Or I have a little tiny crock pot.
Oh, I love that.
That's the one. I fill up my little tiny crock pot with water and throw a bunch of stuff
That's
in, and then
awesome.
just leave the Well, I have to put it somewhere where my cats don't go, or I have to make sure that they're all cat friendly herbs, because
Yep.
basically they just see it as, oh, look, mom's making me tea. You know, so if I
Yep.
leave the lid
Yep.
off,
Yep.
yeah. So
I
it
can see
just
them doing
kept,
that. Yep.
yeah, yeah. So I have to either put it somewhere where they're not going to go,
Right.
or make sure that everything that's in there can be licked by a cat.
I understand. Yep. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I have a dog that if she knew how to get on counters, I would have the same problem. So I
yeah.
feel you.
Yeah, but there are
That's awesome.
cauldron simmers are a great way to cleanse. But for me, it's more about filling that home with whatever that energy is. So,
Yeah.
this time of year, it is, or yeah, this liminal moving into the fall for me, it is comfort. It is about comfort, relaxation, family time.
Mhm.
Because, hopefully, I think my daughter's going to try and visit, within the next
Good.
few months. So it's all about creating that homey atmosphere, which, yeah,
Yeah.
you came to visit me in October, so you said it was there.
Oh yeah. It
Yeah.
was definitely.
Yeah. No, I try really, or I
Oh
work
yeah.
really hard for that vibe in my house.
Oh, it's there. It is there, my friend. And it is awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, that pretty much covers everything, I think.
I think,
Is there
yeah.
anything else to add?
I don't think so. I would love
Yeah.
to know if everyone else is kind of feeling this like
Yeah.
weird in between summer and fall, like that kind of vibey energy. And if so, like if you're a witch, turn it up, because then maybe we can bring in
Oh,
the fall faster.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. So drop a comment underneath the video if you're watching on YouTube on the Ink Goddess Creations channel. Or if you're watching on Instagram or listening on Spotify or Apple, let us know. We want to find out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, very cool. Do you have a card for us before we sign off?
Yeah. Let's see. See
I
what
know. Let's see what happens.
Lester has for us today.
Mm-hmm. It's always something. What you got?
What is something you recently overreacted to?
Huh.
I don't know that I overreact to anything. Let's just start off by saying that I feel like all of my reactions to things are completely justified, because they just give you their doorways into what's going on deeper within you. But
I love that philosophy. And also, I think we can say this without going into any names or specifics. You and I had like a simultaneous little heart attack today when
yeah,
someone said, "Oh, that thing that you think is the one thing isn't, it's
yeah,
something else." And we're like, "No!"
yeah. No, I
And
went
so
off.
the fact that like I felt like my gut dropped in my feet and my adrenaline
Yeah,
rushed, and I'm like, "What this it's not even out yet. Like it's not there's
yeah,
no emergency here." So, but every
yeah.
once in a while our bodies are just like, "It's an emergency, we're going to die." So yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe that was what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun. Which my husband would like to say I overreact to a lot, but I'm like, okay, dude, how many times have I ever dwelled on it? Like my initial reaction to shit
Right.
can be, um, for lack of a better word, I'll say explosive, you know?
Look, you've got two
But
Leo placements in your big three, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
but I always I quickly self-regulate too.
Oh
So
yeah, you do.
you have to let me get the initial, like, that's bullshit, or whatever it is. You
Oh
have
yeah.
to let me get it out.
Yeah.
And then I will be like, okay, now that I have gotten that out, let's was it workshop this? Let's workshop it. Let's
I love
problem
that.
solve
Yeah.
it. What do we
Yeah.
have? Yes.
Yeah.
Just let me get it out, however it sits in there,
See,
or it'll
I just think
fester.
that's expressing your emotions.
Yeah.
I don't think that's overreacting. When I
Yeah.
have those moments where I'm like, honestly, is this rocket science? Is this neurosurgery? No, then why am I acting like it is? Those are the moments that I feel like I'm overreacting. But they don't happen often.
Yeah, but I'm even going to go back to, like, I was listening to your podcast when I took a walk earlier this week, and
Yeah.
could overreaction just be something that, especially that we women have been ingrained, like, because if we
Yep.
show a little ounce of emotion, like, oh my God, she's overreacting. Oh my
Yes.
God.
She's
Right?
hysterical.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Which I'm going to go off on a tiny tangent here,
I
just
love it.
because we're going to have a little bit of fun with this one. Back in the day when, and this is proof, you can Google this, the procedure, if a woman was hysterical, the doctor would come to her house and give her a device and lock her in a room for her hysteria. And that device was a vibrator. And that was how they treated hysteria back in the day. And I'm like, maybe we should bring that back around.
There you go. I think that's so funny. I love the fact that that's how, and I knew that before you mentioned it. I could tell where you were going. I'm like, she's going the vibrator route. I can just tell. But seriously, and just like the fact that and it carried on to like Victorian era, but like the ancient Romans thought that the uterus would like up and move in different parts of the body, and that's what created hysteria. Oh yeah, it's the traveling womb. And that the way to get this, the most patriarchal bullshit right here. The way to soothe and tame the wandering womb was through penetrative sex. So, of course, that's how you solved hysteria, was through having a man service you.
Whatever. I say if we have a moving wound, it is because that man has angered us, and our wound literally just takes off and is like, oh hell no, we are not here for that shit.
See? I know. Oh my God. I know.
I love how this just happened. Like this, we're way off, and like I don't even think we're on the baseball field anymore.
We're not. It's fine. It's fine.
We're in the parking lot now.
We're across town, let's be honest.
Oh,
that's what I love about this podcast. Oh my gosh. So we'll have a whole like Hex the Patriarchy rant episode at some point. I know we will. I know it's going to happen soon. So, but until then, thank you for listening. We love y'all. We love your comments and your suggestions and your witchy confessions. Send those in to us as well, please, at twowitchestalkingpod@gmail.com. And come hang out with us over on Patreon, because we have a free Patreon, and all you got to do is sign up and come watch videos and chat with other folks in the comments and all that. So we can't wait to hang out with you.
Yep.
Awesome. Thanks so much for listening, y'all. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.